Greetings, this is Stasia Bliss, Rings of Saturn Mystery School. Everybody, the energy is not letting up. There is more and more cosmic energy coming onto the planet all the time, and we've made it through the equinox and the eclipse cycle. We're in what some are calling the resurrection phase still, and that really just means that anything in us that is not aligned with our highest good, that is not our highest, fullest expression, is getting pushed out. We are being rebirthed, and for some of us, it can be painful. And the only reason that it's painful is that we are still clinging to or holding on to something that is no longer in alignment with the truth of who we are. Today, I want to specifically talk about relationships. This is a big one. It keeps coming up in sessions, my sessions, roommate sessions, and I've been hearing a lot of conversations going on, so I really want to speak to this, and that is especially to the women. I'm speaking to you women because as you begin to step into your goddess self, your priestess, queen, vibration, body, I want to remind you that you are a queen of your queendom, just like the king is king of his kingdom. But right now I'm really talking to you, sisters, and that is, we can no longer allow ourselves to stay in relationships with people who do not reflect self-love and self-honor to us. That means if we are not feeling respected, we are not respecting ourselves. If we are not feeling honored, we are not honoring ourselves. If we are not feeling loved and heard and seen and supported by the masculine or by the partner in our life, then we are not doing that for ourselves. So it's really time to shed relationships that are not serving the highest good. And this could be a painful time for some. It doesn't have to be, but it could be. You know, like sometimes relationships are in our life just as a teaching tool, as a shadow version of what's possible, to allow us the opportunity to say, yes, this is working for me. No, this is not working for me. Yes and no, yes and no. And men are going through their own process of awakening. Men are awakening based on watching the feminine awaken. And this is true largely. Some men are doing it a little differently, and you know who you are, and this is not a message to you, but as the women only accept self-honor and self-love, only accept a respectful union in her life and say no to the men, like sometimes the men are still playing out unconsciously, and women are doing this too, but sometimes men are unconsciously playing out old past life and generational and just societal patterns of, the unconscious.
Hi, Mom.
Hi. And so as the new masculine is birthed and coming into our reality,
Mama.
okay, then the way we treat
My blanket.
ourselves, the way we
blanket.
you need a blanket.
Yeah.
Okay, you can sit right here. And as my son enters the picture, I am also reminded to bring up that when we have women with children, women with male children especially, it is our job to model for them what is okay for them to be, to grow up treating women like, and they see it in our relationship with them, and they see it in how we interact with other men. Do we allow men to disrespect us? Because they learn disrespect. Do we allow men to take us for granted, to not be loving? Because that's how they learn to communicate with us as well. And I've made this mistake in my own life, and I'm speaking from my own experience, that when we do that, we teach our sons how to disrespect the feminine, and then they don't know how to relate to us. Even though if they know innately that we are queens, then they don't know how to relate to us. They don't know how to give us that love and respect. But as we create the boundary, we say no more to the disrespect, no more. And I mean straight up, like sometimes you have to get your bitch on to say, no, I'm not going to take it anymore. I'm not going to stand by. We are not around to be helpers to the masculine in the way that we're going to absorb their negativity and help them heal anymore. That is an old pattern. That is an old paradigm. As the feminine, we thought we could do that. We thought that was part of our mission, to come together with a wounded masculine and help them heal. But what's actually happening is it's bringing out just the fact that we are still wounded. So no longer are we looking for the wounded one to heal. We are the wholeness, ready to be in wholeness with another. Let's keep those in there, sweetie pie. So yeah, so this is a shout out. If I want you to take a strong look at the relationship that you're in right now, if you are in one, or if you are like looking to be in one, or if there's options for you in one, and really consider, is this relationship respecting the queen that I am? Am I able to see this partnership as a king queen relationship? Is it in its wholeness now? And is it in its wholeness daily? Or do I have to keep fighting for that? Because in the new world that we're creating, the masculine and feminine are side by side partners, and they see one another as the divine masculine feminine. You know, I have a very good example of that in my household. My roommates do not fight with each other. They do not disrespect each other. They are not unkind. They do not yell at each other. They do not say mean things. They are loving and respectful to each other, and they are showing me what that looks like. They're a perfect, beautiful example. And my roommate Olivia and Angela, I want to say thank you to you for showing me maybe one of the first versions I've ever seen of a truly like healthy, beautiful, divine, masculine, feminine relationship. And Olivia does give relationship readings with the tarot, and she's very good at helping one learn how to draw in their twin flame, how to embody that. And I'm going through that process with her now. I'm feeling closer and closer to that all the time. And the main thing that she's taught me is to say no to anything that is not a self-respecting, self-loving attitude and behavior with any man. And that is with the children as well, to not allow them to overstep boundaries of self-love and respect. So my boys are learning that, and we are having a better relationship. I've cut out the men in my life that do not do that, and my life is transforming. So this is a shout out to the feminine today on relationship. This is one way to clear. Sometimes we're carrying stuff from past lives and we're just replaying past life karma. If you want to clear that stuff, I've created an awesome formula for doing that. And I've done that for myself and other people as well. So you can contact me. This is Stasia Bliss, Karmic Relief Specialist, Rings of Saturn Mystery School. Have a beautiful day. Hope to see you at the Yoga Ascend free class tonight, Living Fit in Seaside. Talk to you soon. Blessings.